Let's talk about Geodes. So Geodes got added into the game recently, I think like 2 days ago from when this video is published. And I have went out and collected every single available Geode in the whole entire map. Now, there is only 2 locations you can't get Geodes from, and that includes the limited time places, which is the Void and the Infernal Heart. I have never seen a Geode in one of them. If you have, let me know. But every other location has a Geode. So Rubble Creek Deposits, Fortune River Delta, Sunset Beach, Volcanic Sands, Windswept Beach, Magma Furnace, Frostbite River, Frostbite Waterfall, Crystal Cavern River, Azurite Oasis. So you can actually find the Geodes inside the cave over there. And in today's video, I am going to be showing you the best route to collect Geodes. And also we're going to open a few Geodes and see what we get. Because right now I have 4,700 shards just about. And apparently this is a good way to make shards. So I'm going to open all of these and see how many shards we get. Now you will see that some locations are better than others. Like in the Azurite Oasis I've had 4. In the Crystal Cavern River I've had 2. But if you look at like the Fortune River Delta, I've had 140. And then with the Volcanic Sands, I've had 102. And the route I'm going to show you is the best route to collect as many Geodes as possible. So that will include the Fortune River Delta, and the Sunset Beach. But first, I am going to open all of these and just see how much shards we actually get. If I had to guess, I'm probably thinking we have around 300 to 400 Geodes. So I'm just going to quickly open these. And as you see, I've just opened 4. I get a bunch of like useless items, but I also get 20 shards. And if you have the double shards game pass, which you can buy from the shop right there, the 2x shards, you will get 40 instead of 20. So I'm going to open all of these and see how many shards we actually get to see if it's a viable option. We just got 23 there, 17 there, so there's 50 shards. And another thing to mention, the Geodes give you a modification of crystalline. So opening these for items can actually be good as well if you're looking for crystalline ones. Like, look how common the shards are. This is definitely a good way to get shards. It really is. Like 15, 18. Now, as you can see, I have the Fortune River Delta Geodes left, and I got 140 of these. And this route I'm about to show you is how I got this many. So let's see how many shards we get from this 140 stack. So that's 13, 4 Painites in 1 Geode, 21, 21, 12, Vortessence, 14, 21, 23, more Painites, 22, 13, 19, 5 pink diamonds, and there is every single Geode that I collected. To collect all those Geodes, that probably took me around, I want to say 2 to 3 hours of looking for Geodes. But this strat that I'm about to show you will get you a lot more, a lot faster. So our shards went up to 6,779. If anyone wants to do the math of how many shards I actually made, then let me know in the comments and I'll pin it. So the route I'm going to show you actually starts at the Fortune River. And the way you want to go when you teleport to the Fortune River is actually down here. Because this route is, I think, the best route you can do for Geodes. So you want to start literally here. Sometimes Geodes spawn down there, but they're not very common. And you also want to watch out for rocks as well, because rocks can trick you. Like these rocks here are not Geodes, but this right here is a Geode. So we just got 1 Fortune River Geode, and the route starts now. You just want to head up this beach and collect all of these Geodes down here. You also want to use a high capacity pan, and you also want to hit like this, so you collect at least sand as possible. So right here we've got a Geode among the rocks, so make sure you don't get tricked by the rocks. And another thing about the Geodes, they all have like a colour to them. Like as you can see, there's a bit of purple there, and then if I look at this one, you can see the purple there, and that's how you tell that Geodes are not rocks. So I'm just going to go around this beach, collect all the rocks on the Sunset Beach, and then we move over to the first island over there. And as you can see, there is a lot of Geodes that spawn on the Sunset Beach. Like, in my view right now, I see at least 5. So we're just going to collect all of these real quick. Then after you've completed that first line, you want to hop over to the River Delta, because this is where you're going to make the most shards. The reason I make the route so big is because you've got to give time for the geodes to respawn before you start your loop again. So I go island to island. So now I've completed that island. I'm going to hop over to the next one. And then you just want to keep doing that until you've been round all of the islands and collected all of the geodes. Oh, another thing I need to mention. Make a private server. It is free in this game to make a private server because the geodes are server-sided, not player-sided. And that means when you're collecting geodes in a server, anyone can collect the geodes. So if you make a private server and just enter it by yourself like I am, you will get all the geodes that spawn. And if you just look over there, you can see how many geodes spawn at the river delta. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, all in my view right now. So that's 11 free geodes. And then just look how many geodes there are. There's so many. So the Fortune River Delta is definitely the best place to get geodes. So that island, there is one more, so I'll quickly go and get that one. Then we hop over to this OP island right here, to the next island. And you just want to keep island hopping until you collect all the geodes in the river delta. When collecting geodes, I do like to use the galactic pan because it comes with 500 capacity. And capacity is what you definitely need to not fill your pan as much. Because you want to have more time collecting geodes than emptying your pan. And there's also a cool trick you can do. If you don't want to go to the water to empty your pan, what you can do is when your pan is full, quickly go to your inventory, click a worse pan, click equip, and then go back and your pan is now empty. So that's just a quicker way you can empty your pan without emptying the sand. So now I have collected all the geodes from the Fortune River Delta. I'm going to move over to this beach because this beach actually gets quite a bit of geodes. Oh, there's an invisible wall here. I see this quite often. Geodes spawn over this invisible wall and you can't actually get them, look. So you just want to ignore them and then work your way down this side of the beach. So I see 4 in my view right now, so collect those 2. And then collect these 2 as well. We are going to have to empty our pan now. It doesn't take long to empty a pan if you're using like a speed build. That could also be a good strat. In your equipment, you could go full mithril rings and be really speedy in collecting them. So you don't have to waste your time emptying the pan. But like I said, you can just switch your pan and then it automatically gets emptied. And this side of the beach actually counts as the Fortune River. So I'm now getting Fortune River geodes again. We're done with the Delta, we're done with the Sunset Beach, and now we're back at the Fortune River. So there is 4 more geodes left on this route, and then the route is complete. And then what you need to do to restart the route again is literally just go back to where we started. Because that gives time for the geodes to respawn. So you can literally just go again and do the same exact route. Because as you can see, the geodes have spawned back like kind of tremendously. Like there's more geodes this run than I did on my last run. And each loop you do does take around, I want to say 6 to 7 minutes, so it's really not that long. And as you can see, I got, what, like 60 geodes from 6 minutes. So you're averaging about 10 per minute with this route. Oh, of course, there's a geode right in the corner over there. Hopefully there's not an invisible wall. I don't think I've seen one this far in the corner. And then the Sunset Beach is, oh, there's another one. And then the Sunset Beach is complete and now back onto the River Delta. And this is a very good way to collect shards. Like a very good way. Especially if you have the 2x shards game pass. But it's still very good if you don't. So I would highly recommend copying this route. I have also seen people asking if geodes can give exotics. But I've never seen one and I don't think they do. So collecting geodes at the Frozen Peak is actually kind of useless unless you're looking for like mithril and frost shards. This might also be a really good way to get mythics if you're having trouble getting mythics. Like as you've seen, I got like 4 mythics in some of the geodes. And then some of them I was getting 2 and 3. I never got 1 though. I never got 1 mythic, it's always multiple. Oh, here's a little story to share with you. When I was testing the geodes, I saw this rock in the Infernal Heart, and I tried to dig it a couple of times like this, and I actually found the dinosaur skull. Like, I couldn't believe it. We get a nice little free stack here, so we'll just collect these real quick. 1, 2, 3. Oh wow, there's loads this time. There's another 3 I see in my view right now. So 1, 2, 3. And then the last 2 to finish this route, and the route is done. And then you just restart over again by crossing over the water and back to the starting point. So to go 2 times around the route, it probably took around, I want to say 15 minutes total. And we got a total of, let's count, 53 plus 30, 83 plus 9, that's 92. We got 92 shards from going around the route twice. And what does that mean in shards? Let's find out. And that is it. So we got around 400 shards-ish? Maybe 300 shards? I did get quite unlucky that time around though. But that is the best method to collect geodes. So if you did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like. And if you really enjoyed, make sure to subscribe. I don't think I missed anything, but if I did, please let me know in the comments. And I'll see you tomorrow for your daily prospecting content. Goodbye.